Hello everyone, and welcome to a brand new series here. I've been away for quite a bit, I haven't published constantly, and I'll explain this as we go, but introductions first. I have spoken of this before, that I would consider a game as the Mughal Empire in HPM, and this is what we are currently playing. This new version of HPM that's been a thing, about two updates since I last played an HPM campaign, because I've been occupied with the Russia campaign, and I see no point in continuing that campaign, to be perfectly honest. Let me just start the game, let it go, because nothing's going to happen for now, so I'll just talk over this as the map goes. Well, not Westerns into Mughal, of course we will. We have to do this, and might as well build the only two irregulars that we can. So, a bit of explanations beforehand. I have been away for a while, been busy with life and things, which is why I stopped publishing regularly. I moved to a new place, lots of things have happened in between these times. That is why my schedule has been all out of whack, but I'm hoping to start publishing videos in a constant pace once more, hopefully. Hopefully things will go back to normal. We'll see. But in the meanwhile, I'll be starting this new campaign and hopefully continuing with the Darkest Hour 2 campaign as Austria, because I would like to play a little bit more of Darkest Hour. I just felt like, again, why do what you don't feel like, you know? So I just felt like doing a Mughal Empire campaign. This will not be terribly exciting for the first several years, which is why I'm just going to let it run at speed 5 until we can do this. This won't, again, reasons why this will not be terribly exciting early on, and why I may just cut straight to westernization is, well, we are a satellite of the British Empire, and we cannot enforce conquer CBs against anything. Even if we were not a puppet state or a satellite of the British, things would go very sour for us, because, well, these are all satellites of the British as well. There's nothing that we can conquer here. But luckily for us, we have cores all over the place, and we will keep gaining cores and more cores once we get events to restore the glorious Mughal Empire to its former glory. So yeah, but in the meanwhile, this is all that will happen. If you have ever played an Civ, you know this very well. Excuse me, things get pretty boring, but what we need to do first is, of course, pass a couple of reforms. I'm going to be skipping straight. I'm not going to even bother with military reforms because they're totally useless. I'll just go for education reforms and industrialization reforms, maybe land reform so we can better earn money. Because right now we are earning 0 money. We're not even able to fund our education 100%. Maybe 90%, what's good for us. So we're not in the red all the time. Anyways, it doesn't matter. We'll keep trying to allocate. I'm not even going to fund my military because there's no point. We don't really need a military because we're a puppet of the British. They will defend us. If anything goes down the tubes, we're just focusing on intellectuals. Good thing about being the Mughal Empire, though, is that, oh, there goes the Sikh Empire. There's another nation that is really hard to play. That is the Sikh Empire. They're much harder to do that. It looks like things are, well, how shall we put it, precisely and accurately and not vulgarly at all. We're in deep shit. But we get this sweet event called Declare Jihad against the British. Once neighboring countries start getting the Sepoy Rebellion modifiers, we should be getting, I think, around 1860, maybe, thereabouts. I don't recall. It's been a while since I've pay attention to stuff happening in India in this game, but yeah, once we get the Sepoy Rebellion, we will get this event, and what will happen is we will gain a lot of our cores back, except for those owned by other nations. We're gonna own, like, this, all this stuff here will be ours to own again, and we will be independent and hopefully westernized. Now, the hard thing about this is I've played a campaign about this before, and shit gets really tough because the British have, well, they do have piles and piles of soldiers, because look at the population in some of these places. Chittagong has 1.43 million, 1.33 million, 13 million and 1.8 million. India is very heavily populated, so the British can just spam and spam and spam soldier pops until cows come home. And that is what they usually do. That is why in my Russia campaign, if you recall, they just came swarming in over here while you're trying to defend our borders. But yeah, that should be pretty much it. Let me see if there's anything else that I can cover. Oh yes, other events that we can have. The Reformation of the Mughal Empire happens after we become a great power. Basically what happens is we gain cores on pretty much most of India, I think except for Sri Lanka or Ceylon. So pretty much everything in India up to here, I think, is ours. Oh yes, of course, military mission. Yes, please. So everything. It'll be loads of fun once we get started, but for now, things are going to be fairly dull. And I think I'll cut it short here, and I'll see you guys when I return. So yeah, thank you for watching, guys. I hope you do enjoy this campaign, and I'll see you soon. Alright. And we're back. Hello there. Look at our great new green Mughal Empire over here. And we finally made it. We westernized. We are... our economy's in the shitter, but no matter. This will be fixed soon enough, I suppose. That's mostly because, well, the British have them within our grasp. But hopefully that'll be over soon. I'm hoping. I'm trying to get as many bureaucrats as I possibly can to fix this clusterfuck. Oh god, I don't think there's a way to balance my budget. It's really unfortunate. And I can't really declare war upon the British at this particular time because they, even though they are at war with France, they're not particularly involved in a big war. They used to be allied with the North German Federation, who you will notice is pretty boned. What happened to them is that they lost several wars. They lost the Franco-Prussian War against, well, France, obviously, and apparently Holstein and Pomerania got released. Austria-Hungary is now, surprisingly, the dominant Germanic power in the region. They've actually beat the NGF again when Holstein, rather the NGF tried to re-annex Holstein. So it looks like that we're going to be having an interesting game here in Central Europe. I suppose I could try to declare war upon the United Kingdom. Start decreasing our relations with them. We will be in deep shit though, because we cannot fund our military. We don't have enough money, we're taking loans. We're taking a lot of loans. Oh my god. We're not even building anything either. Good lord. It doesn't help that our administration is absolute garbage. If I lower... There we go. That's a bit more tenable. I'm gonna lower middle class tax a little bit. Military spending. There, that should do it, I guess, until we get our admin up. I've been trying to build an army. These armies came lucky enough because the British recruit a lot of armies from our own population groups. So a lot of these, all these 3 regiments were just British made. And we'll just be waiting, I suppose, until we can get an opportunity to slap the British out of India. Now what's this? Austria-Hungary is now at war with Italy. Okay. Okay. They did not join because they have a truce. Interesting. I think Italy was still unified by Sardinia-Piedmont as they usually do. It looks like Austria-Hungary is just beating them back. They're surprisingly strong this time around. They usually are not this strong. This is really unusual to see Austria-Hungary being so goddamn strong. It says we're our maximum of bureaucrats, but I like to get up at least to 1%. That's the optimal amount of bureaucrats you can get. Especially now that our admin efficiency is really, really crap. Okay, it looks like we finally stabilized our economy. That is perfect. And we're just taxing and tariffing everything because, well, why not? What is this war over anyways? The British West Indies. And there we go. One state. Mughal Rajputana, more intellectuals. United Provinces, okay, finally, that's the one that really mattered. Intellectuals. I'm gonna be getting recruits, or rather bureaucrats over here, so we can annex that state as well. Or rather, not annex, but make it a non-colonial state. Thankfully, these are all core states. We don't have any non-core states. Chamber of Commerce protests. No. We have pretty high militancy already. It's a shame we can't pass them any reforms, I suppose, because we don't... Rather, we should be able to pass reforms, considering how the majority of the House is liberal. But the coalition of conservative and reactionary in the majority, maybe that's what's blocking it. Coalition... Okay. 5-1. Oh, we lost one. Looks like we lost ourselves one infantry. We are going to keep building as well. Okay, we can build cuirassiers, but not hussars. That should change. I want to change that. And we're getting back up on all this stuff. Things look really well so far. I didn't need to restart when I declared the jihad on the British. They just accepted that they lost everything. Of course, I think we're going to be going... Wait a second. What are the other decisions that I have? That, I suppose. No, we don't need to sign the Geneva Convention. We have no infamy. Choose a tech school. We don't really need that. We need to get nationalism and imperialism to get all of our claims, or our cores, rather. But I want to focus on... Right, let's get medicine first, and then keep getting the other techs. It'll take us a while to catch up. The big problem is, after we get medicine and all others, we're just going to need to rush military techs right away so that we can start, well, annihilating the British. We don't want them here anymore. We want them out. We want them dead. Alright, let's keep building. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cuirassier. I'll get cavalry for now. It'll be perfectly okay. Let's build a fort in Delhi while we can. Building a fort in Delhi because there has been quite a lot of revolts. Yeah, our revolt risk is pretty high after westernization. It's a bit tricky. Can we get an ally? No, because we are in another sphere of influence. If Russia was our ally, that would be really nice, because they could easily bring in troops. There we go. It's now a state. Perfect. And of course, intellectuals. All the intellectuals I could ever want to turn that off. I don't like to see the building queue. They still at war with France. This is really tempting, but they are 6 techs ahead of us. I don't know how many troops they have around here, which is extremely scary. What could happen is we go headfirst with the war against the British, and what happens is we get absolutely annihilated, because though we have a lot of troops, we didn't even build all of the troops that we can, which is also something that will be a mistake to prematurely declare war. Oh, there we go. 5%. Let's just keep getting trade union so we can force our way through with our social reforms, hopefully sooner rather than later. Yes, and because for militancy, yeah, I would like to gain more militancy, thank you, so I can pass reforms. Ooh, and we already come with railroads, level 2 railroads too. Damn, that is really nice. That is really nice. We don't even need to build railroads. Just steal them right off the British, well, except for these 2 states. Suppress the condition right, let the issue be. Gain 4 consciousness. Okay, roll risk is mostly in the outer provinces now. That's good. That's real good. And of course we can keep building these units. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, and 1. It's not ideal to have regular cav because they're basically like irregulars on horses, but that's all we can have now, and it's better to have them than to have nothing at all. We're gonna form a perimeter around our country. I want to have at least enough regular troops to form a nice perimeter around. Then we can mobilize with our 80 brigades, which is a lot. Oh good, we can already build a dragoons, so I suppose I can just cancel that and get a dragoon instead for this. Perfect. So yeah, we're just gonna start mitigate. Yeah, just mitigate. I can use any extra points that I can use. Disperse. Yeah, I don't want to lose any population. We already have a lot of population, but I don't really feel like losing any population, TBH. More empiricism, so I can research things faster. We need to step up our game if we want to catch up to the British. Now they're at war with what? Matabele and Sosa. Okay. Oh, interesting. The French are going to build the Suez Canal. Very interesting. Very interesting. I would like if the French would like an alliance with me. They're pretty much the only ones who are... What's number 1 is... the Russians are number 1. Yeah, they know what? No, the Russians would be ideal. Because they're close by. They can easily send troops through these shitty nations. Especially when they start to just puppet them. They can easily just stomp right through and help me out. So that would be great if that could happen. And meanwhile we pass even more reforms for trade unions. The reason behind this, if you're wondering, most people I suppose know at this point, but the reason to pass these is they increase the chance that we can pass glorious social reforms. And those are the kinds of reforms that you really want. Alright, we're almost 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 dragoon. Gonna keep building. We're gonna be driving ourselves up in deep debt, but at this point, whatever. We're not at 100% efficiency, which pisses me off. The big problem with this is, well, we're in the UK sphere. They are gonna sap a lot of our income. We are running at really low efficiency because we are a puppet of the United Kingdom. If they were to just fuck off, that would be ideal, but it looks like they're not up to the task. Let's just max out relations with the Russian Empire, why not? Persians... I don't think there's anyone else we can try to improve relations with. Oh, look at that. At this point, I'll rather get basic school system. Because our literacy is very low. And we have a lot of population. We are not that large territorially, and we already have 9 million pop. Once we get control of all these other regions, we're going to be seeing something like, I don't know, maybe 15, 16, 17 million pop. It's going to be ridiculous. Could we use any more bureaucrats? No, I have maximum bureaucrats in this region. Soldiers, perhaps. I have 2.73% soldiers, gives a little bit more. I usually like to have maybe something like 3 or 4%, between 3 and 4% soldier population. That's usually where I go for. And let me check the timer real quick. Okay, we're still doing very well on time. I'm sorry if this is a bit dull, but I promise that this will change once things get started. This is just dull right now because we're basically just waiting. We're basically observers. Oh, look at that. What's this? Oh. Okay. The French war to humiliate what? The King of Joseon and okay. Austro-Hungarians are beating down on the North Germans once more. That is really surprising. I did not expect the Austro-Hungarians to be doing so well for this time around. But maybe they'll get beaten back. How are we doing for occupation? Okay, there looks like the North German troops have moved beyond their borders. No occupations anywhere else, though. Oh yes, another one of the big problems that we're gonna have to facing is. Let me zoom in right here, and you'll see what I mean. See this coal? This is the only coal province that we have. That's it. This is it. This is all we get. Isn't that a pain in the ass? So, I remember at one point in one campaign that I played, the only campaign that I played as them, I ended up just becoming communist at one point, and I owned all of this, and I just said, fuck it, why not just establish a protectorate on the Persians? So I did, because I'm evil. I just annexed the entire Persian Empire. Like they didn't even exist. Let's just keep building more troops. Because they have nothing but 2 and 2. Oh, just 4. That should be good enough. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that should do it. Begin assimilating the United Provinces. Wait a second. Do not have a core. Yeah, sure. We have the infamy. We have room for that. That there infamy. That's perfectly fine. Sign the Geneva Convention? Not now. Oh yes, we're also going to be doing a little bit better than the Brits in terms of fighting because I think... What is their... I forget what their national values are. But our national values... I think theirs is probably productivity. Ours is order. We have a superior chance of finding it. Stabilize the Balkans. Okay, so... Research points are excellent. State and government. I'm tempted to get state and government right now, but I want us to get started on some cheap army technologies. I want to get started right away with these army technologies. We need to get nationalism and imperialism. The key text that we need to have is philosophy needs to be up to date as soon as possible, and rush for military tech. As a matter of fact, no. After I get all the philosophy ones that I need, I might want to switch for where's the tech school? Not corporative industrialism, but I want to switch to military industrial complex. I need a higher military score for that, of course, but that'll come in due time. In due time. Okay. No, we don't have any money to build anything at all. We are still gathering a lot of damned. Oh my god. Just pile on the debt. Jesus Christ, Britain, you're just drying my economy up, you bastards. Oh, okay, this was Mughal Rajputana. Did I already have 4% intellectuals there? Yeah, I did. Okay, what else do I want to do with this? Get some capitalists, why don't we? That will help us in the long run. It's always good to have extra capitalists. I'm going to tax the middle class a little bit less so they have a little bit easier way to upgrade. But yeah, getting capitalists is a little bit of a help because it's sort of snowballs. Their efficiency sort of snowballs later in the game. Containment. Oh, will you look at that? They've actually gone over the infamy limit. I doubt anyone will declare what. Oh, they're rank 3 in military. Ooh, very interesting. No, wait a second, we can't declare war on them because there are goddamned... There are goddamned... our leader... Our sphere leader, rather. Come on, somebody declare war on Britain. It's only have 1 month. Oh, damn it. Damn it. The AI never gets containment wars declared on them. You can't declare war on our sphere leader. What a crap. I think there's a decision, though, to get rid of, leave the sphere of influence. Yeah, what do we need? Lower diplomatic relation than negative 100. Okay, let's keep getting that diplomatic relation down, then. Because we want to declare war on them sooner rather than later. This will probably not happen in this first episode, of course. I think, yeah, there'll be no time. But soon, next episode, then we'll go ahead and declare war on the British and get their grubby hands away from our subcontinent. And we are going to see their power shrink like crazy, like you would not believe. Let's keep getting this analytic philosophy. 3 years, holy crap. Yeah, but this is like one of the most important ones that we can get. Philosophy is like the #1 tech that you need to get because it gives you all these extra research points. And let me tell you, nothing is as good as getting more tech faster than anyone else. We do need to maybe get a few prestige techs eventually. They will not, yeah, they still can't ally with them because those bastards, the UK, still have them within our sphere. There are still a few people influencing us, but nothing serious. And we are still accumulating debt out the ass. My God, Britain, you are just ruining my country. Okay, it looks like Bavaria is still intact. Oh my God, what the hell is this? Schleswig. Okay, and now Danzig Pomerelia got incorporated. So I guess maybe the North Germans got their shit together, finally? About time. What's the USA doing? Fine, of course. Usually nothing happens around this region of the world. Except for Chile owning up all this. Argentina has scores here. Yep, they do. Looks like they're going to get in trouble. Rather, Argentina is going to get in trouble. Time's on our side. Sea. Sure, whatever. I don't have problems with getting more socialists. It'd actually be okay. The only bad thing about the Socialist Party is that they're anti-military, and that is fucking awful. You never ever want an anti-military party governing your nation. That is just bad. Bad, 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 bad. God, you know what I really wish? I wish that I didn't have to deal with this 55 pounds of interest. Because Britain is just sucking me dry. Come on, get that relation down. Get me out of here. Get me out of here. Where's my decision? There we go. Oh, let me check the timer first. 22 minutes. Okay. Oh no. I'll just end this here and leave you on a cliffhanger because I'm an asshole. But yeah, we're going to be... Maybe the British Empire will declare war on us for this. They will not take this. And maybe that will give us an opportunity to ally with the Russians or someone else to be willing to ally with us. Either way, it'll bring our economy back to normal because we do have a lot of resources and a lot of stuff that we can sell to the world. Like all this goddamn all these dyes and some cotton. We don't really have a lot over here. Most of the good stuff is over here, like silk. And we definitely need to get to conquer Bengal, the Bengal Delta, as soon as we possibly can, because of them pops and all those dyes. They're not that good in the late game, but for now, dyes are really good. Anyways, thank you for watching, guys. I hope you have enjoyed this new series, and I hope to see you next time, where we will leave the sphere of influence of the British Empire and show that the Mughals are now back in control of India. Thank you very much, and as always, have a good one.